What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Becky Lynch breaks her silence on Vince McMahon, 2 Wrestlemania matches leaked, The Rock scheduled for several Smackdown appearances, Drew McIntyre is injured, The Undertaker reveals what could have saved his career, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia Shorts. Now first story looks at Becky Lynch breaking her silence on Vince McMahon allegations. What does Becky Lynch think about the allegations made against Vince McMahon in the lawsuit filed against McMahon, Laurinaitis, and the WWE by Janelle Grant? Lynch was recently interviewed by the Daily Mail's Alex McCarthy when the subject came up. "I have been fortunate in my career that I have always felt supported by the company," Lynch said confidently after a long considered pause. "These allegations are horrible and it's hard to reconcile as a talent and as a woman." Lynch talked about her experience, including how the WWE's women's division has grown. "But my experience in WWE has only ever been amazing. Yes, in the beginning there were some restrictions on things. We couldn't punch, grabbing hair, there was some weird stuff there. But I was able to push forward, push women forward, and I'm very grateful for that. So this company right now, some of these things are hard to reconcile." The current situation with Vince McMahon has left WWE superstars trying to figure out things as they process the horrific allegations made against McMahon while comparing them to their personal experiences with McMahon. Wrestlers such as Becky Lynch, John Cena, and Randy Orton have talked about their positive experiences with the former WWE Kingpin, and how it's difficult to evaluate the relationship with McMahon if the allegations prove true. It's understandable why wrestlers who have enjoyed their time working for Vince McMahon aren't sure how to feel. While some fans and pundits have been quick to blast anyone who shows any sympathy and or support for McMahon, it's important to remember that nothing has been admitted to by McMahon or proven in court. Next up, The Rock said to appear on the next 3 weeks of Smackdown. It looks like The Rock is going all in on his storyline with the Bloodline, as the People's Champion is set to appear on the next 3 weeks of Smackdown. Rock took to Instagram to let his millions and millions of Rock fans know, "You can feel the uptick, excitement, energy, and disruption happening now in pro wrestling. It's super effing cool to see. Glendale, Arizona, sold out. Your city will never be the same. Up next, Dallas March 8th, Memphis March 15th. The Rock's presence on the next 3 weeks of SmackDown is sure to keep fans tuned in. SmackDown recently pulled in huge rating numbers, and it's likely to continue so as fans wait to see what's next from the most electrifying man in sports entertainment." Adding Cody Rhodes challenging The Rock to a match before WrestleMania, and the WWE could blow the roof off the ratings if it books the match on SmackDown. If the match does happen on TV, it will likely be used to build up Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes versus The Rock and Roman Reigns at night 1 of WrestleMania. However, fans shouldn't be too confident in what the WWE has planned, as it's been throwing curveballs ever since The Rock returned. Fans could see The Rock battle Cody one-on-one during WrestleMania's first night. There are various possibilities, and it's likely the WWE doesn't want to unveil all its plans in 1 week. Instead, it'll keep fans tuned in so they watch Raw and SmackDown every week to see what's coming. At this point, it's a given that WrestleMania 40 is going to have huge numbers, not only for live attendance, but for fans watching the show on Peacock. The WWE would have to pull an extraordinarily stupid move to turn fans off before WrestleMania. Next up, 2 planned matches leaked for WrestleMania. Is the WWE adding 2 more matches to Mania? Well, that's a report coming from Dave Meltzer, who noted that during his Sunday daily update at the Wrestling Observer Figure 4 online website, that coming off the Chamber show, those at WWE have confirmed both bouts, AJ Styles vs LA Knight and Logan Paul vs Randy Orton, that yesterday's show appeared to set up. Both are right now listed for Mania. Now, if you watched Elimination Chamber like Dave did or caught our recap video, you likely had a good feeling that WWE was setting things up for those 2 matches. But it's worth noting that WWE's websites don't have either match officially booked, and that it's likely to change within a week or 2, as Mania is nearly 6 weeks away. LA Knight vs AJ Styles should be an entertaining match, and will give LA Knight something to do since he's out of the world title picture. As for Orton vs Logan Paul, this should be a spectacular match, and one of the most interesting aspects of the match will be whether the Viper captures the US Championship. With WrestleMania booked on 2 nights, fans can expect to see more matches than the ordinary card. However, is Triple H going to continue his recent policy of only booking 4 matches on each show, with the possibility of an extra match on the kickoff show? The WWE recently announced that WrestleMania will start at 7 PM, which means they could book more than 4 matches each night. The only downside is that any extra time for the show could lead to WWE panning it out with commercials and or hype videos, turning what should be a 4-hour show into a 5-hour nightmare, and that doesn't even include the kickoff. The WWE has used Smackdown to feature some of the matches it used to air at WrestleMania, with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal being one of them. Will they do this again? And what about the other title matches, such as Gunther defending the Intercontinental Championship, the Kabuki Warriors defending their tag titles, and the Judgment Day defending their titles? Hopefully the WWE will have these titles defended at Mania, as the WWE Show of Shows brings new viewers as well as fans who haven't watched wrestling in some time. The WWE can also use WrestleMania to get female talent such as Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill TV time for fans who haven't seen them on the main roster. Stratton's MVP-like performance at Elimination Chamber in the women's match has already had fans buzzing, and it wouldn't surprise us to see in a high-profile match against someone like Bianca Belair. So far, there are 4 title matches booked for this year's Showcase of the Immortals, with Rhea Ripley, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Io Sky defending their world titles against Becky Lynch, Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, and Bayley respectively. What do you guys think of the card so far? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Drew McIntyre reveals he's working through injury. Now add Drew McIntyre to the list of WWE superstars working through injuries. McIntyre is now heading to Philadelphia to challenge Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania, appeared on the bump and revealed, "I can barely hear the words after getting hit in the air so hard. It's fine, I said I would do whatever it takes, not just for me but everyone else. And every superplex, every dive off the cage, every powerbomb in the back of my neck was worth it. I'd say I'd go through any obstacle. Push Cody to finish his story, that's what the fans wanted. Push Seth to stop being selfish. Some people are like, it's just so you can get Seth at WrestleMania." It's unfortunate that DM Hunk has to work hurt, but for Drew it's standard operating procedure. Drew has wrestled through neck injuries, a severe bout of flu, and other stuff that could have sidelined him. McIntyre stayed in character as he noted, "Yeah, I just had to beat AJ Styles and I had to put myself through hell while jet lagged, while this eardrum appears to be burst. Worth it. I did it for each and every one of you. We're so close, so close. WrestleMania, we finished our own story and I finally get my moment." Many fans are watching Drew closely, and not only because he's been so entertaining in his heel persona, fans also want to know if McIntyre is going to sign a new deal with the WWE, and if this happens, some fans feel Drew's win at WrestleMania 40 is a foregone conclusion. And finally, Undertaker reveals how he could still be wrestling. Last but not least, The Undertaker is still enjoying retirement after 3 decades in WWE and a career that dates back even further. However, the Phenom recently revealed that he might still be wrestling today if he'd done things a bit differently during his younger years. During a recent episode of his 6 Feet Under podcast, he discussed how having tour buses back during his heyday may have helped extend his career. "I would have had higher quality matches, I think. Even I lasted for as long as I did. I think I might have even lasted longer if I'd been able to take that kind of care of myself. The struggle for me those last 7 years, it was just health. There was nothing really that happened or could have happened that I didn't feel I had a grasp on how to handle it or to make it work. That part was second nature at that point. But physically trying to perform and keep myself at a level where I could perform. As the saying goes, hindsight is 20/20, but the good news is that the advent of things like tour buses, which more top wrestlers are purchasing, could help add years to wrestlers' careers and hopefully help them handle the stress of a constant travel better than wrestlers did in the past. One of the biggest challenges that wrestlers face was dealing with the day-to-day grind of getting from one show to another, with wrestlers having to book their hotels and arrange their own transportation. Do you think having a tour bus around during The Undertaker's biggest years would have helped him stay healthier? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.